Now we're live. And stream's looking good. I don't have a single dropped frame so far. And I decided to experiment a little bit. And I increased the bitrate. So the stream should be a little bit higher quality. So we're gonna see.
So what do you think fixed it? Did you do reboots or was it something else?
I think it was, I lowered the encoder settings so that it's not as taxing on my system.
Right.
I don't know if that actually did anything. We'll see when the game starts, right? Because right now there's really nothing on the screen that's going to cause any issues for the encoder. But once we get the movement going, that's when the encoder gets a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, because the game is CPU heavy, not GPU heavy.
And I think I'm using the CPU, so that could be it. But we are live now, and wow, it sounds so great. There's no popping or anything. So that could be it. But we are live now. Wow, it's just like old times. Back when I was playing Neon Excesses when I was in the States, that's when I had my dual monitor and I had a good microphone and everything. I didn't have these issues in the past.
No, it's fine so far.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not staring at your face to see if there's any stuttering, but seems fine.
Well, then we're just gonna jump right the fuck into it. Why?
I saw you playing last night. How did you get on?
I died a lot. So here's the thing. This is one of the games where I am just really focused on the journey, and I'm not focused on the destination. I love the just like trying to pull stuff out, trying to see how many things I can pull out, and I didn't actually scan the planet. I should scan the planet first before we go exploring. So I just, I'm trying to learn a lot of the mechanics. I'm trying to learn like how many of different things that I can pull out. You should have, Paul, you would have appreciated the haul that I made. I found so much. I pulled out maybe 7 hyperfuel crystals and 2 what's the brown thing's called?
Ilmenite.
2 ilmenites in this crazy web of amazingness. It was awesome. We'll see if we can do something like that again today. We're gonna have to scan.
I do that kind of thing in the first 20 minutes, but after 20 minutes when there's wasps around, it's risky, because if you've got all that weight and you're trying to get out of the atmosphere and wasps come, you're just so screwed. Yeah,
I got lucky in that it was underwater.
I got lucky in that. That must have been hard work pulling it through the water.
Yeah, it was fun. Could you talk a little bit, Paul, so I can just make sure that we can hear you on the stream?
Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, you sound great. Okay, cool, very cool. Do you have headphones on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, all right. Very good.
Why, you get an echo?
I thought there was an echo, but it might just be, it might just be, I don't know.
I got your voice echoing earlier, and I was about to tell you, and then it stopped. I don't know whether you were listening on your phone or something. And
yeah, it was from the phone, and the mic is so good now, it's picking up the phone when it's just sitting there. So that's okay. I think we're good. I'm just gonna pop this headphone right in. Of course, we'll have, the chat will come and let me know when things are messed up. So we got fuel over here, and
bit of ilmenite.
A little bit of ilmenite. Yeah, we got two things of ilmenite, so that's probably a good place to start. There's more fuel over there as well, so we don't have to go too far.
And they're all little stalagmites as well, so they're worth checking. They could have stuff in them.
I always forget about those.
my new method now is obviously Ilmenite first and any of the essentials. But like as soon as I see spiders, I'll kill a handful of spiders, I'll kill a handful of wasps, I'll check all the stalactites, and the first spider dropship I see, I'll destroy that, because after watching you and realizing you can get 10 carbon out of one of those, I was getting carbon armor in like 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
And what a huge difference that makes, you know, when you're only taking 25% damage.
Yeah, I need that. I need that in my life. Because I sure do like to bounce around a little bit. So let's scan these over here. Let's see. Oh, wrong.
So that was strange, right? So I just saw what's that guy's the Twitch guy's face?
Did it fly past the
yeah.
So I enabled some extensions on Twitch, so you can actually interact with my stream a little bit if you go to the web version and you like click.
The interesting thing was, as soon as he appeared, you started buffering and lagging.
Really? Oh, let me try to.
And then as soon as he disappeared, you stopped. No, that was fine that time.
I'm gonna click him a bunch. Yeah, I see that there was a little lag spike. What up, Lizzie?
Maybe it was because that program was kicking in, so it was taking up CPU, and then once it kicked in, it was like, it's okay now.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm monitoring it, so we'll see if it's going. Lizzie, how do I sound? How's the new me? Let's get the gun out.
So you're off to a good start, 3.5 minutes in, and you've got inside a cave.
I'm getting somewhere, you know? It's for me, it's the journey. It's all about the journey.
So that little stalactite, I'd scan that, because if that's got anything in it, it's so simple to move.
I'm gonna take it anyway. 1 carbon, 72 fuel.
Those bigger ones are a pain in the arse, and I don't bother with them, but I try and grab all the little ones.
They're heavy too, aren't they? Is there any way to tell how heavy something is? Like, is there a size rating?
It's entirely on size, visual size.
Okay.
Now, something like, I've made the ice stalactites lighter than everything else, because you would imagine that ice is probably a little bit lighter than rock.
Sure. What do we have here?
But everything is kind of, I did it so it's like based on visual size. So like the larger of the crystals have a weight of 1, and a little stalactite might have a weight of like 0.2. So
how what is the salvage?
What do you mean?
Like, I see, like there's a little thing right here on the floor, and it says it's bonus salvage. What is the salvage for?
Bonus salvage is points.
It's just for the score.
Yeah, but that thing does more than that. But you need to work out what that actually is.
Oh.
But that goes somewhere.
Ooh.
It's worth keeping and not salvaging. But
So
I doubt you'd be able to put it in the thing, because it's one of those more secrecy things. You've got to do one thing first and then have one of those, and then you can use it.
Oh my goodness. So we've got secrets to figure out.
Yeah, there's lots of little secrets and stuff. Basically, anything I add into the game, if a secret idea appeals to me or like comes to me, I'll think, oh, why not? Just add it in.
Just pop it in there.
That's I was saying that the other day, where I was saying I'd rather keep a small amount of features with lots of depth than lots of features with no depth. So lots of things do multiple things.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how to collect things at this point. I'm having trouble getting to the end. I just want to get to the end once, just once.
Once you've done it once, it'll be a breeze. I mean, you've been to the end, you just didn't beat the boss.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
But that was because you got killed by a laser. Now you know that when those kind of door things start to open, the lasers are going to come out, and you'll also, if you just watch the boss, it's got loads of sound cues that are very obvious. If you watch the boss in action, you'll see what all the sound cues mean.
Oh fuck.
Sounds like a different person.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You
other.
sound like a pro, and the stream's perfect.
Oh my
smooth as a-
goodness. That's so good to hear. Yeah, and it should be slightly higher quality as well. The stream, I mean. Not the content of the stream, just the visual, pure visuals. Still same shitty content, but now we're doing it in higher definition. Yeah, that's really good, cause it was not, fuck my life. It was not cheap. I just looked at the total, and I spent a total of like. Paul's just seeing. Paul's just catching on here.
I heard "fuck my life" and I'm just going, okay, I'm just gonna wait for it.
Yeah, just wait.
Well, I hate that. So you know that planet that's got those great big long entrances, like the like I call it the spiky brown planet. It's got these great big cracks in it.
Fuck
and you pull
those
something
things.
all the way up to the top, and you do that, and then it all falls back down.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, what do we have here? Just fuel? No fuel, thank you. Yeah, so I spent in total, I think I spent like $180 on this new setup, because it's I don't know, electronics are just more expensive in general in Europe. I don't know why. I think maybe it's because Europe doesn't have like 16 aircraft carriers to negotiate trade deals. So maybe I don't know what it is.
Depends. Did you buy it online?
I did. I bought it on the German Amazon.
Right. Yeah, it's about as cheap as you'll get. Yeah, I would think.
Oh, so close. That's all right. Okay. So we got two on the night. We've got some sort of thing.
Jump on the floor, you get a little bit of extra oomph.
I tied it up to the top.
This is going to be fun. I'm going to look forward to this.
It's going to work. It's going to work.
You're going through the process I did when I first started playing. You're working out what's possible, and it's so much fun. And you're learning. Oh, I can't do that because now I can't select that grapple line now to release it, and you start learning all the tricks. And I do. It's worth doing this.
I really enjoy that. That's what I enjoy most about the game is the just figuring out what's possible with the tools that I have. And I had a bunch of funny deaths too yesterday, and I don't mind dying at all. I think in a lot of games I get frustrated, but I enjoy the process so much here that I don't get as frustrated when I die, especially when it's really fucking funny.
Yeah, it's totally different to a game that you lose so much progress. But you're on the money, because if the process is fun, it doesn't really matter which life you're on.
Right.
It's still the same process.
Right. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. Oh, fuck.
But you've done it now. You can actually no.
I got it.
I would stick the two groups together, so you're only moving one.
Yeah.
And try and tighten them up into a bit of a tight ball.
We're gonna bring this one. I'm just gonna drag this one over a little bit over here. Not too much. Not too much. There you go. And we're gonna.
This is actually an awkward gap to get over.
It is. It's not easy. Okay, we're gonna grab that real quick.
Health's at 40%, so you know.
Oh my goodness.
Do you notice that the shield around you changes color based on how much health you've got?
I'm oftentimes not zoomed in close enough to see that, but I do see it like when I'm zoomed in and I'm fighting the enemies, and that's really, really helpful feedback. But a lot of times when I'm doing these shenanigans, I'm a little zoomed out, and so I don't quite notice it. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen here. We're going to.
That is a nice tight little ball. Now let's just hope there's no tight gaps in the cave.
I don't think there is one over here. Okay. Okay, so then I want to do this, but I want to get it as close to the bottom as I can. Just like that. And I just want to, basically I want to swing this. Oh, that didn't work out at all. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Maybe over here, like this. No. Actually, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I think it'll be okay. This is a lot of work for some ilmenite.
Yep. But this is practice, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is learning of what does work, what doesn't work, because you can shift this amount of stuff through there as fast as moving two at a time or something, but you need to have practiced it. You need to know the tricks. Oh crap. That's okay.
I accidentally pressed the B button, and I thought I was gonna drop it all into the water, like how it's falling into the water now, and I need to quickly. Oh, Paul.
Paul. This looks perfect.
Oh, Paul.
Oh no, catch it, grab it. Oh no, there's a spider. And he freaked out.
The spider's stuck now. Oh, but I'm trapped. No, wait, here we go. I got it. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. We're just gonna pull that up. Right there, like that. Oh,
and you're down to like 25% health.
Yeah, and this spider is doing some work. Oh, but he left me some treats. What kind of treats did he leave me? Polymers. Polymer. Okay, so spiders are making their way over here. And I think I got this. Yeah. We're gonna be good to go now. Detach that one, swing it, and we'll just attach these little bits to the rest, like that. And then we'll just attach that
in before it all falls in the water again.
No, don't say it. I'm almost dead too, so this is not a good situation.
You are almost dead.
Quite a difficult situation to be in. Oh. I almost feel like Spider-Man sometimes when I'm shooting these things around. Okie dokie. This is happening.
I made a new trailer today.
How does it look?
It looks like Space Bob.
That's beautiful. That's what it should look like.
I decided to just go for simple gameplay. You know,
okay.
on the Neon Excesses video, I spent 2.5 months building all of this extra tech and stuff to make a fancy video. So it kind of felt like the pros do. But in the end, you just end up thinking, you know, it's like I haven't got the money to hire a production company to make the glorious videos that they do, and you just end up like a cheap version of them.
Oh,
so
okay.
I thought, no, I'm just going to stick entirely to gameplay. And then I did lots and lots of quick edits, you know, so it shows loads of the game.
Beautiful.
It worked really nice. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think you have the gameplay to show off. You know, there's a lot of games that just you can't show off the gameplay, and that's why they have to do cutscenes and stuff, because the game just sucks. But you've got the gameplay to.
I had that problem in Neon Excesses. You know, visually it looked okay, but you can't show people what the game's about. You know, Neon Excesses was like, you can't show it's an open world, and you can't show that you're the boss and you can do whatever you want.
Right.
And you can't show somebody how it feels to play a game. So unless it's visually kind of different, it doesn't stand out from the crowd at all. And so when I designed this one, I thought, well, I'm going to keep it nice and clean, you know, so it makes good YouTube videos. It looks good on Twitch. It looks good on a mobile phone. Neon Accessors looks horrendous on a mobile phone. There's just so much detail.
That's true. There's a lot of detail there, and it's on those small resolutions you're not going to pick it up. But this is this also has Neon Accessors definitely has its own unique style as well, and this game also has its own very unique style. So it's it's something where you look at it and it's not just like another platform clone. Yeah,
that was all intentional. I mean, I was lucky to get something that eventually, but I mean, it was intentional. I set out to do that.
Okay, so I got it all in there. I'm grinding up the ball. I don't care about the ball anymore. I'm just happy I got this stuff back.
I wouldn't bother. The chances are you would need to find a key and get into one of those kind of locked off areas with the ball, and then you could use the ball.
We're not gonna worry about that now. But I am gonna worry about getting some nice armor after I heal myself up.
With your 3 health.
Living on the edge, Paul. Living on the edge.
So yeah, that game last night, where I got all but one upgrade, my energy was full, my fuel was at about 80%, and my jump fuel was empty.
Oof.
I emptied it twice. At one point I thought I'd screwed myself over because I was at the second boss, fighting the second boss, and I thought, I've just used the last of my fuel, my hyper fuel, to get here. I'm freaked out for a minute. I thought I'm going to kill him, but I'm not going to be able to move. But then I remembered I had full fuel and energy, so it was alright.
So you could just buy your way out of that one.
Yeah.
I just realized I don't have any fuel or energy, so I cannot make my my armor. So I have to go and search, and there is some energy there. There
was definitely fuel. We saw 2 sets of fuel near that ilmenite.
Yeah. But I'm really concerned about energy.
Yeah, that's it. Where you're looking 15 seconds ago.
But it's this planet This planet is so big, it's so full of replicons now. I think we're gonna make a risky maneuver here, and we're just gonna go for a jump and see if we can find.
There was an upgrade machine as well.
Yeah, but
that's so worth getting. If think about it, think about all the resources you have to collect to make one upgrade, and that'll just give you it for free. It's worth getting every single one of them.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Even if it's really out of the way, it's worth getting it.
Where was this thing?
Even if it takes you 4 minutes to get there.
Yeah, it's right there. It better be like. Oh, why am I?
And you want to kill some replicons too. You might as well kill them while there's only spiders running around instead of wasps.
Why am I? There we go. Let's go for it.
I found a funny bug as well yesterday. I couldn't recreate it, but I came flying out of my main ship in my lander, and I thought I'm going to learn to go into scan mode while my lander's falling down to the planet, kind of quickly,
right.
Try and save some time. And I come out of scan mode, and Bob's no longer in his ship.
Oh no.
Something had freaked out with the physics. But like the ship's lying on one part of the planet and Bob's somewhere else. I think the moment I went into scan mode, the physics screwed up and Bob fell out of his ship, even though the hatch were closed.
Whoa! I just realized a few minutes ago a feature request came into my mind. Maybe it already exists. If I have sent out a tether.
Yep.
Or no. Let me say it this way. If I have activated, if I focused on a tether.
Yep.
Oh fuck! I went the wrong way. God damn it! Is it possible to, if I press down the B button to release the tether, is there a way that I can cancel that release action before it releases? So let's say I accidentally press B. And I don't want it to break that tether. Is there a button combination that I can push that will prevent the tether breaking when I release the B button?
Not that I know of.
I would appreciate that. Is this the armor? This is the armor.
Like, so if you... Yeah, that's the armor.
So
Hang on. You haven't already... No. Oh, it's too late. If you had already upgraded your armor... Oh, you couldn't, could you?
No, I couldn't. I'd have to get more energy. But it's okay. That's fine. So basically...
I would have given you carbon armor.
Imagine I press down the B button, okay? And then I hold... I don't know. I hold the left bumper or right bumper or something, some other combination, and then I let go of the B button, and it cancels the B action.
Yeah.
I don't know if there would be a good button for that, but if there would, that would be awesome. Because that's kind of oh, I'm going the wrong way. That is a button that can cause a lot of problems. Sometimes you want to cancel that.
I can't say I think that's more of something a noob would want, isn't it?
That is,
No
but I
offense,
am a
but
noob.
like
I am a noob.
Yeah, but the noob wouldn't have learned this extra button.
But I feel like it's something that exists in other forms. I'm trying to think of an example, but there's ways to cancel actions before you actually invoke them. I'm trying to think of a game where that happens. I can't think of an example now.
But I mean, how often do you press the cancel button and still have it held down when you think, oops?
I just did it. That's why I just thought it up. I was like, oh fuck, I pressed it down. So I was trying to hold down another button. I was like, maybe if I hold down something else, or if I press something else, it'll lose focus while I have it.
I think you could probably pull that off on a shitty keyboard. You know, the keyboards that can't detect more than 3 button presses at once or something. But other than that, without me actually hard coding it into there, so like if you've got B pressed down, but I don't think it's possible, even if I wanted to, because the code says as the B button is released, do this. I suppose I could say if the A button is pressed as you release, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I could program it.
I don't know if there would be a good combination for that though, because you use all of the buttons for the game.
I don't think it'll be an issue soon enough. Soon enough you'll just get.
I hope
you won't be pressing it. Did you know you can cancel a grapple just by tapping the A button? So the fire button. So you fire your grapple, and then if you tap the fire button, it will cancel. It's not the same thing you want to do. It's just instead of you don't have to press the red or B button, you can just tap the fire button again, and it will cancel the current grapple.
Oh! I can use the A. Oh, I think I've been pressing B this whole time.
B is cancelled as like a default, but if you just fired a grapple and it's the wrong one, you can just tap the A button again and it'll cancel it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I kept pressing the B button. Oh, wow, that's so much easier because sometimes it's hard to select them. So if you can just press the same button, that's a lot easier.
I mean, it really only works with your own personal grapple. If you've got another grapple line attached and you want to cancel that one, it is the B button. But I found myself naturally tapping it when I'd made a mistake and wanting to fire another one, so I thought, well, I'll add it.
Just add it in there.
Yeah.
So I'm on a quest.
This planet's usually great. That big cave at the bottom is usually great for loot.
Oh well, yeah. There's hyperfuel. There's energy. There's ilmenite. I don't need ilmenite anymore unless I want to upgrade my ship. I guess I just need 2. I think. There's a bunch of energy. Really, I need energy.
Well, you got 4 ilmenite. You don't need any more ilmenite because you got the suit for free. So you've still got 4 worth of ilmenite.
Oh my goodness, you are correct.
So it's only energy and fuel and hyperfuel.
So let's go get that stuff.
But Have you got any energy yet? No.
No, I have nothing. Look how beautiful this is. Just like, look at that. Is fucking so pretty. Alright, I'm gonna try to make quick work of this. I don't need the ilmenite, I just need the energy from here, and there's spiders nearby dancing about. Oh, I have some.
But we've got fuel and energy.
Yeah, it's my lucky day. There we go.
Now, other tricks you'll learn is on a situation like this, I'd fire a grapple at the floor while I was above the cave and stick that to the crystals before I even broke them free. And then I'd stick all the 3 crystals together before I broke them free. So when they break off, they're already hanging off.
Oh, wow. That is next level strats. Next level strats.
Whenever anything can fall, whenever crystals can fall, I'll generally stick them all together before I break them, and then stick them to the wall or something, so they don't fall anywhere. Oh, that wisp! Oh my god, he nearly killed you.
Yeah, it got a little crazy for a second.
Oh, and there's a key as well. That triangle-shaped thing is a key near the energy crystals.
Okay.
And that's worth picking up because that gets you into those secret areas, and they've usually got the better loot in them.
This thing has a little ilmenite as well. Okay. I'm going to connect all this stuff together, and hopefully this wisp will just calm the fuck down, please. Connect that.
Wisps are nasty because it's like, well, he's not there, he's not going to hurt me, and then suddenly he's in your face.
They're flying around.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got my little package here, and we're just gonna...
You don't need to say that on stream, mate.
For a second, I was like, what the fuck is he... Oh. That was good. I'll give that one to you.
What I would do here is I'd stick all these together and then remote control your lander down onto that platform and just stick it straight to the lander rather than trying to winch these out.
My goodness. Next level stress. This is why I gotta have developers of every game just following me as I play their game, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
But that's a nice opening. Your lander can fit down there nice and easily. There's a flat platform. It was designed for it.
Whoop.
And hope the wisp doesn't kill you while you're remote controlling your lander.
You know what I started doing sometimes? I was not even getting back into my ship. I would just I would attach things to the ship, and then I would just like stay in the cave or whatever, and I would have the ship take the stuff back to the base, and I would bring it back if I was like safe. I was like, why do I need to be in there? It doesn't really provide any benefit that I can think of, but I was just like, I was lazy. It's like I could save a couple seconds here.
Okay, so that key, obviously, if you want to keep it, you don't want to salvage it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And one thing, what I tend to do if I've got something like that is, I'll just drop them into the ship because that's as normal. But then I'll quickly get out of my lander and jump down into the refinery bay myself, which causes it to, the alarm goes off because it doesn't work when you're in there, and then you can just pick that one key out and fly it out.
So that's okay. So if you are in the refinery, it doesn't work at all.
The conveyor belt doesn't work.
Gotcha. The
actual refinery machine works if something's there, but the conveyor doesn't work, and you can usually get down there faster than stuff gets refined. So it's usually faster than trying to. That was good. You flew all the way up to your ship, and then flew all the way back down to the planet again.
Yeah, it's pulling some hard lefts on me here.
Okay, another pro strat. When you've got something like that where you've linked everything together and you're just about to attach it to your ship, attach it to the ship, but then attach another one and extend it a little bit, jump to the other side of the ship and attach it to the other side of the ship so it's balanced. Do you know what I mean?
That's extra work, Paul.
Attached on both sides.
It's way too much extra work.
Takes about 3 seconds.
Too long.
And saves about 30 seconds on the flight up.
Okay, let's. Oh, can I select it? I don't think I can select it from here. Oh no.
Knock it all into the refinery bay, and then get into the refinery bay so it doesn't move. Oh, so close.
Oh wow, the crystals are slightly translucent. I didn't pick up on that before. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna take you with me.
That key will be very useful if you
if I don't die here.
Find a locked door and behind it's like an energy barrel and a fuel barrel, and it's like suddenly you've just saved yourself 10 minutes. So I'd stick that in your repair room or something.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Just store it right in there. And so now I've got a little bit of energy to, well, heal myself. Let's put this on the wall over there, out of the way. Oh, I have a nice little ornament now. Just hanging.
Well, that'll open all locked doors as long as there's a locked pedestal next to the door. Some of the locked doors don't have a pedestal next to them and they're part of Act 3.
Ooh.
Something else opens those. Which is where I'm at now, because I beat the game on Act 2 yesterday, so my game's now on Act 3.
Oh wow, there are spiders everywhere, all over the place. And there's wasps now too. Fucking bees. Yeah, we're gonna call this one Dead Planet here.
Well, what do you need now? What's essential?
Hyperfuel.
Okay.
I can build a little bit of hyperfuel, but I'd rather just go to another planet really quick and see what is available. But there's gonna be, well, you noticed one thing this time around, Paul. I haven't died yet. I'm still hopeful that I can pull it off.
33 minutes. You got 12 minutes until rasks.
Oh,
generally
shit.
speaking, they tend to pop up. I mean, you're doing the right strat of going along the top. You get less enemies as long as you go along the top. But
So-
the rasks will be coming.
Well, look at that. Look at that right there. We found a door that needs a key. But it does lead to a little bit of hyperfuel. It
Nice.
does lead to a chest.
Nice. Yeah, I'd go down there.
Not
I mean,
a
just
whole
for
lot.
the hyperfuel,
Yeah.
there's nothing else.
Yeah, I need the hyperfuel.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd fly down there, open the door, remote control my ship into the doorway so nothing can get in the cave.
Ooh. These
You know, it's got a
are
nice little doorway, and you can just block it.
these are the next level strats we need here. Okay. Onward to the other side of the planets. Oh boy, what? Oh shit, I lost it. Oh fuck, I lost the key. No, it's going into the refinery. No, Paul.
How did you lose it? You've got no. What? Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, that's not really your fault. fault. That's my fault.
Oh no.
Because
Paul.
as you there's a trigger box just on the entrance to your ship.
Oh.
And that releases everything, so you don't need to do it. But obviously, if you're flying out with something attached to your ship, it's going to release again.
Oh no.
How the hell can I avoid that? How can it know when you want it still attached to your ship?
And I just blew my ship up. Fuck!
No.
Paul.
Fuck.
Nikita, what's up, man? How does the new mic sound? I fucked up, Paul.
Yeah. You fucked up. Actually, saying that key thing, like releasing stuff, it is so rare that you actually need to take something back down to the planet that. I mean, this is the first time in any game you've needed to do it, so it's you just need to take your ship and land it on the top of the main ship and attach the key separately, sort of thing.
So if you attach the key to the top of the ship with a tether, will it stay there when you jump? No, it has to be inside
the ship.
So how?
But I could actually change that so that anything on top, like really close to the top, would go, and that would kind of be one solution to the problem.
I think anything tethered to the ship should just stay there.
Well, the thing is, the tethers can't stay when you're warping for technical reasons. If you noticed, you attached that key to the roof.
Yeah, I saw
but
that.
When you came back to it, the tethers had gone, and that's essential. Otherwise, they bug out incredibly, and there's no real easy fix for it.
I'm gonna quickly eat a cracker with cheese.
But I can very easily just change the area it checks to decide whether something is inside your ship, and just give you a little bit of room over the top, so you can leave things on the surface of it. That would work. And that would make life a lot easier, because then you don't need to bring it back into your ship and put it into a room and then take it out again. You can just leave it sitting on the top of your ship.
I don't know if you can check and see if you attach the tether inside the ship. Don't break that tether when it goes out. Only break tethers that were attached outside coming in. I don't know if you can do that, but that might be another solution as well. And then
it's possible. It's possible, but it's actually a lot more work for the player. If you think they've got to bring the key back, bring it into a room, manually remove it and put it into the room, and then they've got to pick it up again, attach it to the ship and fly it out. That's a lot harder than just leaving it on the top of the ship. But yes, I could do either. So yeah, I'm making a note of that, so you can leave things on the top of the ship. That just makes life
chewing, but yeah, there's got to be some way to make that visually apparent as well, right? Because I think anybody's assumption would be if something is outside the ship, it's going to fly away. So also, how do you make that? I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is a solution, but it's not intuitive.
Maybe you could make your
idea is possible. It's just like every time you create a grapple, I'd have to determine if you're inside the ship.
That's another check. Yeah, you could do that. I don't know if that's taxing or not.
Not really.
Or you could make like an exterior stash, right? Like a pod door that opens when you go near it, and you can just dump stuff in there, and so you have an external stash or something.
The other thing is I could disable that box that makes things release for 90 seconds after the landing pad rises. So as soon as if you're docked inside your ship,
yeah,
that trigger that releases all the grapples doesn't work for 90 seconds. You know, so you could fly, or even 30 seconds, so you can fly out with things attached and they won't detach, and that trigger then turns. Yeah, that's the better idea.
I think that's a good start. I think you start there, because that's got to be a simple.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Look at all of this! Holy shit! Oh, but I need a key. But I need a key, Paul.
This planet can spawn a key outside, so do have a look around. They're quite small, but it's possible for a key to spawn
gonna be in some fucking crevice.
Outside of that area.
Will they spawn in the crevices?
No. It'll just be on a surface somewhere. I don't hide them, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It'll be inside the caves as well. I don't think there is one. I think it's got a possibility of spawning on one of the like man-made platforms.
But there's a hyperfuel barrel just sitting right
that's
right
worth
below,
having. That's
below
2,000.
Wow. Trying to see if there's anything else. I might just get that hyperfuel barrel and then go to a planet that I don't fucking completely hate. Because these planets are disastrous. I always die in them. I always try to balance my ship in weird ways. I hate these planets the most, Paul. Of all the planets, this is the one that I dread.
Yeah, they're really awkward. Usually got a lot of loot on them though. So the other thing I'm thinking of with this idea is like when this gets disabled, I'll have a little light that comes on, and it's green when it's going to disable all your grapples, and it'll turn red when it's not, and then you'll have a visual feedback of when it's active.
And so I'd say start there. I think that's a really simple solution, and you know, when I'm looking at problems, always start with a simple one.
Yeah, well, it's intuitive. You don't even need to know what's going on. It'll just work.
Oh, this is a nice big barrel. And we're just gonna take this back up to the ship to get it started and then move on to the next planet, because 2,000 hyperfuel is pretty dang good. Oh, I'm doing a quick flip, doing some tricks here.
Yeah, those barrels are heavy.
It's not Tony Hawk. I don't get points for doing flips and stuff. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go up from the other side then. Woo. Oh wow, this is, yeah, I wish I had attached this better now, because it's swinging me around a lot. There we go. Okay, I just need a little vertical momentum.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I must have played, oh Jesus, I must have played 200 hours of this. Probably more, you know, all through the testing, where you're not actually just playing the game, you're just going, does this work, and you're playing it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm still constantly learning new tricks with the physics.
And that's the thing about it, is that you can't even predict all of the things that you're gonna run into.
No, and all the things I add, I like to think of ideas that play into the physics, like that bubble plant. You know, when I thought of it, I thought, I don't know what you'll do with it, but you'll do something with it.
That's
and now
awesome.
I use them all over the time.
I like the bubble plant. I also like the jet clogging plants. I think that's a very creative idea. The one that clogs your jets so you can't fly around.
Yeah, you haven't been frozen yet either, have you?
No. You know what I did find yesterday though, was that there's some fucking plant that it's emitting like rays or something, like gamma rays or something.
Yeah.
And you get near it and you get injured, and you're like, oh fine, I'm just gonna stay away and shoot it. And you shoot it and it explodes and green shit flies everywhere, and the green shit hurts you. So that was lesson learned over there.
I haven't got a name for that other than radioactive plant.
I just got another fucking barrel of hyperfuel. How fucking lucky is this?
Jesus. So that's it, you're set for hyperfuel.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got a bit of fuel and a bit of energy, you can go to the jump gate. Oh, and you got the thing next to it.
Yeah. Yep. And there's
what's that? The one with 4?
and 2 ilmanites. Yeah, that's the one with 4.
Oh my god, I think the one with 4 circles is a jump range extender. So you'll need even less hyperfuel.
That's incredible. Wow, this is...
But don't forget to upgrade your lander, because you got lots of ilmenite and you only needed energy.
Yeah.
But you've got energy now, so you can upgrade... Oh, hang on. Is this the same? No, you died, didn't you?
I don't have energy. I do not.
You don't have any ilmenite anymore, do you?
No, but there's 4 ilmenite over here. So I'm going to go and get that ilmenite after I bring this barrel and this energy thing up. If I don't manage to get it refined. Nikita, Paul could answer that for you.
Is there any other race in the game or NPC you might meet? Yes. Yes, there is. But that would be a spoiler. And I don't think SLG wants any spoilers, do you?
Not at the moment.
Like that.
Not at
you
the
don't
moment.
want to know about other races. I mean, we all no, actually, you don't even know there's another race yet. It's not until you've escaped. Oh no, hang on. Let me think. No, Dave does mention an Arctic race. He says, "Oh, I think that's one of those Arctic machines, which is an ancient race that is long gone."
Oh fuck!
But they're the ones who built all this man-made stuff, because you're actually in an unexplored region of space.
Okay.
That's twice now. Come on.
We got it. We got it here finally, and we might be even a little balanced this time.
If you're leaving that barrel the way I see it, that's about as unbalanced as you could possibly be.
Oh, we're gonna make this work.
But yeah, you'll make it work.
Or die trying.
It's attached halfway up the ship and sticking out as far as it can stick out.
Yeah.
Inside that cave is... You'll have to go there in Act 3, but the things inside those caves, oh my word.
Don't say that.
Very, very tricky.
Don't say that.
Fun, really fun, because it's a total change of pace. But it takes more. Like when I developed them, I thought, well, yes, it's going to take a while for people to get used to doing this because it's totally new.
No, Paul, I fucked up. I fucked up, Paul. Oh no! Oh God!
How?
I didn't think it was gonna fall so fast.
Oh, you lost that. Okay, that's not that big a deal.
Oh man!
I thought you'd lost your ship or something.
No.
I mean, losing that got you quite a lot of points. But like, you don't have your jump range extender now.
Oh, I got so much hyperfuel. I'm not even worried about that. Where was this ilmenite? Oh, it's right over here. Okay. Yeah, this. And
I thought you died again or something. I do that all the time. You know, you see something like that, you attach it to your ship, then you go and grab some energy and some fuel, and you attach that to your ship, and you forget all about this thing that you meant to save when you get up to the top.
It's one of those things. I just have to stop the ship before I get to the thing, because I'm not skilled enough to jump out and fall down. And
I generally just land on the top of the main ship and just manually detach it, and you know, for the 15 seconds extra it takes, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, luckily in this game you've got so much hyperfuel, you don't really need a jump range extender.
No, I'll take the points here.
So here is where I would attach these to the roof before I break them free, so they don't roll all the way to the bottom.
That would have been a really good idea had I not completely didn't think of that. Didn't think of it. It's, you know, it's those little things, those little repetition things that you pick up.
Yeah. But it's all of those little things adding up that allows you to get all the upgrades in an hour.
Right.
You know, once you've got plenty of practice at it. But the nice thing is it's not skill practice. You know, most of it is just your brain
process.
going, oh, why don't I just do this?
Yeah, it's the process
Once you've
of
thought
it.
of the idea and you start doing it, you know, you don't need any extra skill to do it.
Okay. So let's see.
You're hurting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this stuff up right now, and I'll get the other Elmanite later.
Or bring the lander down. Can you squeeze the lander in here?
Probably. Let me see if I can slide this up the hill. I don't know if it's gonna get past the black stump. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You had a nice big fat ilmenite at the start to make it easy for it.
Ooh. Alrighty.
So now I take it you're going to attach that to your ship and just pull it out.
I'm gonna get the lander in there if I can.
Oh really? Okay. No, that's going to be awkward. There's nowhere it'll sit. I don't think there's anything that's horizontal enough for it to land.
We're gonna try it.
And it's going to slide all the way to the bottom. Maybe. Actually, if you put it on that bit that's nearly horizontal,
Oh, I fucked up. Oh, Paul, I fucked up. Oh, oh no, I fucked up. Hold on. Wait, no, we can save it.
No!
We can just save it.
What the fuck? You couldn't have done that if you tried.
Hold on, we got this. We got
Oh, yeah, it does stay there, but I'd attach that to the floor so it doesn't slide down again while you're pitching around. I'd grapple the lander to the floor just in case.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Oh no.
Hold on. This is.
But then I'm all for these play it safe tactics because I've screwed up in so many ways so often. Now what are you doing? That's attached to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd forgotten.
No. I didn't forget. We're gonna do some crazy shit here.
Oh yeah. Okay, that works. That works.
Can I detach it while I'm inside? Oh no, I can't. Oh fuck, Replicons.
No.
Oh fuck. This is. Oh god.
Which type? Spiders?
Spiders.
Wasp? Can't you just cancel that? Fly away?
Oh fuck. Oh, I didn't. Oh no. Oh no, Paul. Oh no, Paul.
Oh, he's nearly dead.
Oh my goodness.
He's still alive.
Oh,
though,
he's gonna destroy the ship. No. Oh, I gotta get him. I gotta get him to go the other way. Go the other way. Other way. Oh god. Oh my god.
That, yeah. Oh my god. That ship is so close to blowing up. And now the spider's pushing it along, giving it even more damage.
Oh shit. Hold on. And I'm almost dead too. I'm just about ready to die.
Yeah. Well, you can do this. Survive. You've got like 1 health on your ship, 1 health on your lander.
Okay. This is for all the beans. Right here.
Save the day. I mean, just making that lander stand up is going to be dangerous.
Oh shit.
Land on the rock.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you're good. Okay, now can you stand this up without blowing it
Oh
up?
my goodness, Paul. Paul. What the fuck? What the fuck, Paul? Oh god, now I have to just get this thing out of here without getting it. Oh fuck, this payload.
Yeah, and you can't take any damage when you get back to you. You've got to. You know, it's almost worth spending that extra time when you get up to your ship just to drop the loot in.
Yeah.
And so you're not getting pulled around all over the place. Because any bump on either of yourself or the lander, what a save if you pull it off.
Ooh. And this is a good run too, because I have lots and lots of hyperfuel. You know, I don't want to waste this. And now I'm gonna have quite a bit of fuel and ilmenite. Just make sure I don't. I hope it doesn't land on the platform. Oh, it's gonna land on the platform. Fall, please. Fall, please. Yes, yes, yes.
In before screaming.
No screaming. We did it, Paul. We did it. And then I bumped my head on the way to on the way to recovery. Wow. So, pretty crazy. No, Paul! I'm just kidding. We got it.
I was going to say, because if you bump your head and then 10 seconds go by, you must have repaired, so... Right.
We got it.
That was a hell of a save.
Oh no, Paul! I don't have any energy for health! Oh, fuck!
Oh, shit.
No! God. There's gotta be some energy on the outside somewhere that I can just quickly... My ship is healed.
You've got enough jump fuel to jump somewhere else as well.
Yeah, I should just jump and
jump
see.
to a little asteroid, because they're most likely to have energy on the surface.
I have to be very careful. Just even going around the ship.
But then there was energy on this planet as well on the bottom side, but that's a long flight there.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-minute journey just to get energy. You're probably better off just jumping. You've got the jump fuel.
Let's find
Just
something.
don't jump far, just jump to every little planet and now just have a little scan. Because generally I don't skip planets at the start because, you know, I'm missing upgrade machines and all sorts along the way. So I tend to at least have a look at every planet.
So I fucked up.
Oh, there's energy.
There's energy, yeah, but it's guarded by a wisp.
You can still shoot it from a distance and pull it out.
I got some energy over there. So there's a little bit of energy here, and the wisp has moved, so it's not.
But you're gonna have to be super careful, remember, because you've got no health.
Yeah.
You've got to do this flawlessly. Because your lander won't be repaired either, will it?
The lander is halfway repaired.
Right, so you're still trying to do this save.
Oh fuck! And now the replicons have come.
That's okay. Spiders are easy to deal with. You just fly above them and shoot the floor. They can only jump so high. It's a bit early for for wasps. So as the spiders come along, just fly higher than they can jump.
Okay.
Shock boots are fantastic for that because you just fly just a little bit higher than they can, or just a little bit under where they can jump, and they jump at you and kill themselves.
Oh no, there's a wisp on top of my... Oh, I can't get in.
Remote control it away then.
Oh, that's right. It's a good call. Let me fly in this direction over here. Oh, fuck.
But be careful, obviously, that there's no spiders going to kill you while you're remote controlling your spaceship.
Shit. I'm going to risk jumping in there.
Not with a wisp next to it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Paul, no! No! Fuck, Paul. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck!
Of course, you can't do it next to a wisp.
Do the wisps hurt the ship as well?
Yeah, if you're in it. Oh, but yet you have two spiders stuck to it at the same time. I mean, it's like, That's. I mean, if this was a popular game, that could go on Reddit's "What Could Go Wrong" thread.
Oh man!
I'll just jump in my ship while there's 2 spiders on it and a wisp next to it with 3 health.
But you know,
what could go wrong?
The spiders don't usually do that much damage, so I thought I could hop in and escape, but clearly that was not the case.
No, they do that much damage. Spiders are not much of a threat because they're easily avoidable, but they do an awful lot of damage if they're touching anything.
Okay.
Especially unarmored.
Fucking hell. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? And that's the crazy thing is that there's three sets of resources, or there's 3 resources that you have to maintain. Oh, this is a shitty start.
There's energy. Yeah, there's energy on the ice.
Yeah.
Well, might as well go and get it. Just fly down there, grab it, fly it back. It's really quick because you're not doing any lifting and grappling and everything. And then you've got energy sorted. And then you don't run into the problem with last game. If you don't get it, you might not get energy easily for a couple of planets.
How sad.
Well, I mean, you've still got to learn the hardest strategy yet, safety first.
I don't want to play safe. I want to play dangerous. I just need armor. That's why my goal whenever I start the game is just look for Ilmenite. Ilmenite.
Well, my goal is on a planet like this, I'd see that energy, and without it scanning the rest of the planet, I'd just fly and grab it. Because you need it. You need energy, you need fuel, you need hyperfuel, you need ilmenite. So if it's easy on the surface of the planet and not next to a blue wisp spinning around.
The blue ones don't follow you, right? You said, I think you said the purple
they can
ones
randomly move in your direction.
Right.
They don't care about you. And the red ones don't really care about you. It's not like they track you like wasps do, but they will occasionally move towards you. They're more interested. But yeah, that blue wisp could suddenly just decide, I'm going to move 30 meters left right into your face.
It's no fun.
It wouldn't be deliberate, but it can happen.
Nikita, Lizzie, how's the sound so far? Still okay? Still good? I see the stream. The stream is...
The stream's been perfect. It's buffered once, and that was when the Kappa guy came sliding up the screen, but since then it hasn't happened.
Yeah, it looks like I've seen some spikes, but if you're not noticing it on this the stream, that's good.
No, compared to the other day, that was terrible. It felt at times like you were losing 90% of your frames.
It's just amazing how quickly the stream has been transformed overnight, and all the stuff came really quick. It came in 2 days. I was really happy about that. I thought it was supposed to come tomorrow, but got it here today.
Yeah, European Post is generally really good.
Okay, so let's bounce to the next territory.
It's like in the UK, you've got the option of paying for guaranteed next day delivery, but if you just ask for first class, it's usually there the next day anyway.
Wow, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. We got some fuel. We got some energy. We've got some more energy. I suppose it's the advantage of being a small island, because you can order stuff on many sites until midnight and still get next day delivery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's there's not a lot of distance to cover, I guess, and you guys have a really good railway system as well. So I imagine there's a lot of cargo trains, isn't there?
I would think so.
So I'm
not sure how they shift it all around, but
yeah, I don't know. But when I went there, the train system was pretty good.
You can put like a sorting office in the middle of the country, and you're no more than like 250 miles away from any point. Yeah, from anywhere except maybe the top of Scotland. But then you'll have a sorting office in Scotland that delivers. So.
Yeah.
Where are you now? In Germany, did you say?
I'm somewhere in Europe.
Right. Okay.
Okay. We're
Your
looking
idea
good.
to reduce the brake force, I like it. When I was playing over the last couple of days, it's like, oh, that's so much better.
It's just fun to yank them out. I haven't really been doing that, but yeah, especially, you know, taking the ship.
Also, like when there's crystals on an awkward place on a wall, it used to be really quite awkward to release them, and my game developer went, well, that's gameplay. You know, that's a new piece of gameplay. You know, you've got to learn how to do that. But it always ended up just being frustrating. Even when you learned the best techniques to do it, it was still frustrating.
It's always that tough balance between skill and fun, right?
Yeah. Especially in a game like this. With Neon XS's, it was meant to be hardcore. So anytime I could think of something that would add a level of skill required, I would do it. But it really limits your audience.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, and especially a game like this, you know, where you said you want it to be something that you can just pop in and play for an hour or two. You don't want it to be just an hour or two of frustration and pain. You know, you want to enjoy the experience.
And you don't want to need to be alert. You know, that was one of the most important things when I was designing it. I wanted to make the game that I wanted to play after a day's work. And I want a game, but I don't want to play a first-person shooter because I need to be sharp, I need to be alert, I need to have warm-up time, and it's like, you just think, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go and play CSGO when you're trying to relax or something, do you? You don't even play Overwatch when you're trying to relax.
Not when I'm trying to relax. No, when I'm trying to blow some steam, yeah. But if I'm tired, I won't play it. You know, I would play a game like this if I'm tired. Well, I was doing that yesterday. That's what I was when
Me too.
had a long day of work
I didn't
yesterday.
stop playing until midnight. I was watching that super high roller poker on Twitch most of the evening, and for the final hour of it, I just felt like playing Spaceball. Don't know why. So when the player I was like interested in got knocked out, I thought, oh, just go and have a go, and you know, it doesn't matter if I can easily get to the jump gate in half an hour if I get sick of it.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting such a good run and getting all the upgrades, I ended up doing the whole of Act 2.
That's wild. So there is some more easily accessible fuel and energy on this planet, so I'm just gonna try to hop over there.
Okay, I'm AFK for a minute while I make a coffee.
Yep. So I'm really happy that I was able to improve the sound of the stream, and you know, I see it's cool now because I have the affiliate thing, and you guys are buying subscriptions and stuff, and you're paying money now. You know, before it was just like, it's just a shitty ass stream. I don't fucking care. It doesn't bother me. But you know, now we got people throwing a little bit of money at me. It doesn't matter if it's a lot. It's still your money. You work hard for it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate those things, and I was like, I'm gonna make the investment. I'm gonna put a little bit of money into it to try to kick things up just a notch. And I'm really glad I did, because it was so bad. I couldn't raise my voice or anything. I'm actually really excited to go back and watch this stream, because I do watch my streams here and there just to pick up on things, see things that I like and that I don't like, and you know, try to do more of the things that I like. So I do watch them once in a while, but just like in these recent months, I haven't I haven't been able to watch it at all because the sound is just so bad, so terrible. The old days. What old days? What old days? What do you miss from the old days? Because we'll bring it back right now. Old days don't have to stay old. Oh man, I'm getting my ship damaged a lot. But we've got the energy, so we can make up for it. I don't miss the old hat. Do y'all remember the old hat? That thing was that was sad. This new hat is fucking dope. I actually wear it outside sometimes. If I just want to be ridiculous, I'll take this motherfucker out for a walk. No monocle, but I've taken the hat out.
Oh my god. What happened?
With what?
You're still alive?
Oh man, it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. I mean, you know, next Christmas.
I can see your ship's nearly about to explode, but you're alive.
Is it? Oh fuck, I wasn't even looking.
That's one of the dangerous things with what you're doing. Crystals hurt the ship because they're sharp.
They do.
So as you're flying around and attaching them to the ship like that, you're damaging your ship.
Oh, this is not going to end well, Paul. I can hear them crinkling.
Little taps is okay. That won't be causing too much damage.
You missed those 2K days, Lizzie. Man, I wish 2K wasn't a complete piece of shit game that it is now. They really fucking ruined 2K. Whenever I get a new laptop that can actually play some decent games, then maybe we can go back and install some of the old 2K games. But we can't play online. That's another thing, is that, you know, these games, they don't keep the online running, which is sad. So we probably can't play any online, but I do like the mechanics from the old games. That's going to be my next big investment. Sometime maybe late Q2, maybe mid Q3 is getting a really nice laptop to game on. Unfortunately, I live my life on the go, so I can't really get a desktop. But I think these days there's got to be some really nice beefy laptops that can do a lot of stuff.
Did you see that new Intel thing they released this week? That little box that's like the size of a VHS box with the Intel and the AMD graphics card in it.
I did not. It's like one of those fancy external video cards.
No, it's this new Intel thing. They've got the Intel chip and the AMD. I think it's 560. You know, the new AMD graphics chips, but they're all on one. It's all on one little tiny board.
What?
So it's actually your whole computer's the size of a VHS box, but they're going to be using them in laptops as well. But it's the first time Intel's always done their own integrated graphics, but now they've partnered up with Radeon.
So you're telling me that I could get a computer that's like beefed out, but it's like the size of like smaller than a shoebox?
Oh yeah. It's like I say, like a VHS box.
That
real small.
That would be doable. If I could play like beefed out games on that, I would buy the maxed out version. Give me those 32 gigabytes of RAM. Give me the i7. Give me all that good shit.
It was on Linus Tech Tips yesterday, and I think it was on was it on Eurogamer? I'm just having a look so I can get specs.
What up, Kissinger? How does the new microphone sound? Am I killing it? Am I killing it now? Oh, the fucking Replicons already showed up.
Let me get the name and I'll find out.
Go for
I'm just
it.
going to turn mic off for a minute.
Sure. Oh, there's some hyperfuel. Nice. Oh, and a permanent upgrade, a potential permanent upgrade. I would totally buy one of those beefed out portable computer things, especially if it has good specs. Wait a minute. Do I have?
Okay, so it's called the Intel Hades Canyon.
Hades Canyon.
$800. Radeon Vega graphics. So, get full specs here.
That's
a Core i7 6700.
That sounds pretty powerful. How much RAM does it have? I need at least 16.
Memory 32 gig max.
I would max that out.
Display outputs HDMI 2x2. Display port Thunderbolt.
Do they have like portable monitors these days? I would love it if there was like a like it comes in like a folder and you could just unfold it and then it's 2 monitors, but it's like thin as fuck. That would be amazing. I would drop money on a portable desktop setup. Let's put it that way.
Dimensions of this Hades Canyon: 21 millimeters deep, so 2 centimeters deep. 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters by 4 centimeters.
Could you link me that in Discord? Could you?
Yeah.
And that's like out already. That exists as a thing.
Just seeing shipping in spring 2018.
Wow. Okay. That might be it. That might be it right there. And if it's you know, if I can get it for around 1,000 or something like that.
Put it this way, the more powerful of the two is $999 VR ready.
Yo.
Sporting an i7 8809.
Yo. Y'all.
But the reason it's possible is because they've put both the processor and the graphics chip on this tiny little thing the size of a credit card, not even as big as a credit card. So the cooling of it's got its own vapor chamber. It's just above that, you know, and then cools it out the back. So if it was 2 separate cards or 2 separate chips, it would need a much more expensive and larger case, but they've put them together.
That is pretty fucking amazing. So actually, with the money that I save buying something like this, I could potentially get a VR setup as well. How would y'all like some VR streams? But I want to wait for like the next generation of oh fuck, I fucked up, Paul. I fucked up. Oh fuck! 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 I was too excited thinking about fucking VR. I want to wait for the next generation VR. I want to wait for the wireless, the backpack stuff. I hear that they have a lot of these things coming out where like you'll just wear, I guess with a computer like that you could get like some sort of battery pack thing, and then you could play for like an hour or two with no wires.
Yeah, I mean that would be ideal for it, wouldn't it? You could strap your computer to your back and you wouldn't even feel it.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know what sort of battery backpacks I believe that those already exist at this point.
Must do.
What did
I think we've got a few years yet before VR. I mean, I think we've still got about 5 years yet before VR becomes like actually convenient and properly usable rather than like a gimmick.
Kissinger says next gen HTC headset was announced. What's next gen about it?
Yeah, it was. I saw that earlier today.
What does it what does it do differently?
I didn't actually read about it. I didn't read about it.
Kissinger, do you have a report for us? I was going to do something here.
HTC Vive Pro Tech Radar, that'll do.
I had flux over. I was wondering why my monitor was so
screen resolution is 2880 by 1600.
Is that good?
Dual OLED. Well, it's like more than 1440p, isn't it? 1600p.
Well, that's
Dual
pretty
OLED.
good.
So, I mean, OLED is the fastest displays you can get. 615 dpi.
What's the refresh rate? Does it say?
Still reading. It must be 90 because that's minimum. I can't imagine they'll go above that. There's no need. There's not many machines that can run it. I'm still reading. Because it's a new... It's not a rumor, but because it's brand new, the data isn't really detailed.
I gotcha. Well, that's...
New sensors. So the DPI resolution on the display is a 78% increase over the current Vive.
Wow, 78% increase. That is pretty good. I wonder if that significantly reduces the screen door, because that's still an issue. That's the biggest concern for me. Although the only VR that I've ever used is the PSVR, and the screen door effect was very prominent, but it was still amazing. Like, the experience was still there. I can see just trying that, I can see the potential, and I was like, wow, you know, what if I tried some next level stuff? Kissinger has a Vive, I think, don't you, Kissinger?
How about this quote? The exact specs of the new controllers is unconfirmed, but one report claims they have a total of 21 sensors in the controllers.
Fuck. In the control, I thought the controllers were essentially inert. They just had like reflectors on them or something. And then with the HTC, it's all about... Oh no, I guess it does have the sensors on the controllers, and with the HTC you just have these boxes that are beaming light towards the controllers, and then the controllers sense the direction of the light.
Of the new Vive controllers, and it's like they strap on the wrist, and then there's a big thing across the back of the hand, and then something inside the clasp of the hand too.
Yeah. The new one is, it's like it's you don't have to always grip it, so like the idea is that like you can reach out and grab things, and
it looks like the things over the back of the hand are probably working out whether your fingers are extended or not, that kind of thing.
It looks really cool. Kissinger says resolution is his biggest issue with the current HTC Vive. So 78% increase. There's a permanent upgrade. Can I get there? I can. I'm going right for that right now. In the last game before I died, I got a plus 75 boost. I don't know if it was to the ship or to my jetpack.
75. What would that be?
It definitely
probably
said boost.
Range. Yeah, boost.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was different than boost, but I thought it was related to thrusters or something. That's okay. We're gonna go down here.
Could be.
Get something else. So that's pretty exciting. I definitely want to try the VR stuff. But man, that computer you were talking about, that just sounds very exciting, and the price point is
price point's great for it, but then it's small and it's compact, you know. It's so
That's exactly what I need.
You're not paying for things like a keyboard on a laptop, and you're not getting a screen.
Right.
So, the price, it seems fairly reasonable, but when you think, okay, I need a screen as well, and then I'm going to need a keyboard, and I'm going to need a mouse.
Yeah. Well, the mouse, I have a nice gaming mouse. Keyboard I would have to get for sure. Monitor, I was thinking of getting a second monitor to plug into my laptop here. The thing that I would love to have is, I just said it, if there was some sort of monitor stand that unfolds and then you have two monitors, and so it's like, it's really easy to just carry that like a small briefcase or something. I don't know if that exists. It's got to. It's 2018. But that would be amazing, because then I could just have a small kit.
Yeah,
and
they exist. ZTE's Axon M has 2 screens and a hinge.
How much is that?
I don't know.
Upgrade detected, not permanent.
Oh, that's like a mobile with 2 screens and a hinge in the middle. That's not what you're.
Oh, it's a phone. It's a phone. Because that would be great. Because I could, if I could get a streaming setup on the go. Even my microphone is it's very portable. It just plugs into the USB. There's no need for a preamp or any power cables or anything. So
here's a post from the 15th of December last year. Microsoft patent points to folding dual screen notebook.
Ooh, how does that work? Dual screen notebook. Kissinger. Yeah, we've got a hardware talk going on right now. I used to be really big into computer hardware, because I used to build custom servers and do all the networking and all of that stuff. So I used to be big into my first gaming computer. I custom built it. It was in a Thermaltake, big blue Thermaltake tower with all of these cathode ray tubes, or whatever they're called, or and it made my whole room glow bright blue at night. And it was, I used to be a really big hardware person, but just, for, I don't know, maybe the past 7 or 8 years, I just have not kept up with anything. And so now you're telling me, you can get 32 gigabyte i7 for under $1,000. To me, that's insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah,
in a compact box. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. And it's coming out in spring. I could do that.
Think about it. It was 14 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters.
That's absolutely insane. I would do that if I could get my hands on that. I would do that, and we would get some nice streams of some more recent titles.
The worst thing about it is it's totally unupgradable. But seriously, we all buy computers and we think, oh, we're going to upgrade it. But the way they make computers now, especially Intel, it's like they bring out a new processor, you need a new motherboard. Yeah. And it's like, I can't remember the last time I actually genuinely upgraded a computer.
Oh,
it's like,
fuck, look at all this energy.
My computer kind of it dies eventually after 5 years, and it's like, right, time for a new one.
Do you build your own, or do you just buy a complete?
I used to, but now I don't. There's really no need.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you've got a local place that does build computers, which I do, you can go in there and you can say, I want this, and this, and you've priced it up yourself, and they want £50 more because they're buying all the parts so much cheaper than you can get them. So they're making their profit, and that £50 is my year-long guarantee, and it means no headaches. If they buy a graphics card and it doesn't work when they put it in it, well, that's their deal. They've got to swap it out. I don't need to send it back and faff around, so no, I don't build them anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I wouldn't do it now.
those guys know that this motherboard works really nice with this graphics card and this chip, you know, because they're doing it all the time and I'm not anymore. It's just not worth the time. I'll do all the research to know exactly what the best price point is and what the best graphics card is for my money, and I'll tell them exactly what I want in it, and I'll just let them work out what MOBO to put in it, you know.
That's where I'm at now. I don't have the time to do it as well. I would love to you know, geek out with all that stuff all over my floor, but got other things to do. I'm kind of low on health, so I was thinking maybe I'll just grab one of these Ilmanites over here.
Or take that energy back and repair and then grab the Ilmenite, but I know that's not your style.
Oh no, we gotta.
You'd rather take the risk and die.
We gotta do it. We gotta go for it, Paul.
All right, well, strap the Ilmenite to the wall before you knock it off, at least.
I got it. Yeah, I'm picking up on your. Oh, Kissinger got hit with the Intel update. Yeah, and I haven't bought I haven't had a PC in maybe I don't know 8 years or something. It's been a long time. I've just been using laptops. Just buy a very, very high-end laptop, and it plays the games for, you know, plays the most recent games for like a year or two. But I like games like this. I'm not too hell-bent on playing the latest and greatest stuff. But I'm
interested in Star Citizen, but not until it's finished.
Okay.
I'm not talking about when on the first release, because that's still gonna. I mean, but by the time they get their first release out, that's still gonna be 2 or 3 years away from the game they actually want to make.
Isn't that the game that's raised like hundreds of millions of dollars and it's been in development for like 10 years or something?
Yeah.
What's so special about it? What's the big attraction?
It's a space adventure, you know, live in space sort of thing.
Okay.
But the graphics are just stunning. Like,
gotcha.
I saw the demo of what they're working on at the moment, which is a planet that's entirely covered by a city.
Oh,
every square inch of it, and it looks like Blade Runner.
Oh wow.
It just looks absolutely stunning, but they're pushing the boundary so far that even after they've been working on it for 6 years, as a dev, I know they're still 6 years away.
Yeah.
Because what they've got at the moment is a glorious looking tech demo.
Yeah.
But that's only maybe a third of the work. The content which they're promising is
it's got a long way to go.
As much work again, and their content is really shallow at the moment.
Oh boy. That's no good.
You know, I had Neon Excestas up and running with all the tech in a year, but the whole game took 4. And that was 3 years of content.
Wow.
And like Space Bob, I had all of this tech running. Like Space Bob could run around, he had his ship, and he could grapple, and he could do all that. That was all done in 6 months. Now we're at 2 years into development.
Did you make any other games before Neon Excesses?
No.
That
was my first game. Crazy, isn't it, when you look at it?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty phenomenal for a first run.
But saying that, I was programming when I was 12.
Okay.
So I had been programming for 30 years, even though it was only at home. I never did it for a living, you know. And when I was 12, I was only programming in BASIC. But when you start that young, most of programming, do you do programming yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Most of programming is understanding the logic of programming. It's not the language.
Yes.
And so when you started programming at 12 and then you spend your life gaming, you're looking at games and you're thinking, how did they make that? And you don't need to understand the language, you just need to understand the logic of how, you know, like you're looking at something like StarCraft and thinking, how do they do it with like hundreds of units? And you think, well, each unit must be autonomous. It must just do its own thing. There isn't one piece of code running all of them. They're each doing their own thing, same as in this game. You know, everything is autonomous. If I can grab like a Replicon spider and drag it from the folder into the game, and it will just act as a spider. It doesn't need to have any other code running it. It just does its own thing.
That's
and everything's crazy. the same as a crystal. I can drag a spider dropship into the game, and it will automatically fall and release the spiders, and the spiders will just do their thing. But that's how games are, you know. Now. Everything's generally autonomous.
Programming is definitely different from any other kind. I've looked at simple game code, and you know, even the simple ones, it's just a very different pattern than what I'm used to looking at.
Yeah, games are all about that entity component system where everything's a little entity that just does its own thing. You know, like the spiders will fire out rays looking ahead of themselves to work out where they can walk and whether they're on a ceiling or can they see Bob. There isn't like a game manager running all the spiders. The spiders are completely autonomous. And like the stalactites are completely autonomous, and the crystals are completely autonomous. There's no like game manager running them.
Yeah. Do you have any other game? Did you have another game idea that you're working out in your head? Do you have the next one, or do you just kind of you focus on one thing at a time?
You have to focus kind of. But like you have ideas and you think, oh, that's kind of an idea, but you really don't have the time to think them through.
Sure. Yeah.
So the time will come when this game, I'm finished with it and I've done all the updates and what have you, and then you'll think back on all of those ideas that had some potential and start really fleshing them out.
And do you still feel like you have a lot more content to add here, or?
Yeah. I mean, this game, it's just ripe for sideways expansion. You could go on forever, add in new planets and new things you can do on the planets without really affecting without having to add more to the main story.
Right.
You know, more secrets and more paths for the player to take. Like instead of doing the main storyline, players could think, well, no, I want to be a space pirate, and you could add that to the game.
Could you please do that? I need space pirate in my life now.
I mean, that would be an enormous update, because that'd be like an extra game in itself. But
that should be like a big DLC. You should do that and charge extra.
I think when you've got... What I learned between this game and my last game was the importance of the core of a game. You know, and the core is the thing that you keep repeating over and over and over and over again every 10 to 20 seconds. And in this game, it's grappling things to your ship, or grappling things and moving them around.
Yeah.
And I understood that concept right at the very, very beginning of the design, and okay, that's what I'm going to focus on. And I spent about 4 or 5 months just perfecting that to the point where it just felt like it feels now. It felt almost exactly the same.
Yeah, it just feels awesome.
If you get that right, if you get the core of the game, that gameplay loop of 10 to 20 seconds right, it doesn't matter what you add on top of it. If that was good to start with, everything's going to be good, because the core thing that people do all the time, constantly, repetitively, is good. And I missed that with Neon Accessors. I kind of had this great big massive scope game and thought that the sum of all of its parts will make the game, but no, you have to really focus on the core first. Because if the core fails, you're kind of just adding things to a turd. You know, imagine if the collecting stuff in this game wasn't fun, it wouldn't matter what I added to it, the game's not going to be fun, because you spend all your time collecting stuff.
Right, and you're not enjoying that process.
Yeah. And so after that 4 or 5 month period when I had it all running, and, you know, all the little things with Bob, the way he looks up and down, you know, you don't notice it, but you feel it.
I do notice it, actually. He looks very alive when he's running around, and I will say that there's so many small details in here, and I think that's what makes it feel very alive. Even though the graphics are very simple, you know, once you zoom in on things and you see the little details, you're like, oh wow, there's a whole little world going on down in there.
Yeah, like if he's just running along the ground, and he's running uphill, he'll look upwards.
Yeah.
So but you don't notice it, but you would notice if it wasn't there. It's the same as like you don't notice when someone's house is clean, you only notice when it's dirty.
That's a very good point.
And it's the same with games. If those things aren't there, he would look really wooden and stilted, but because they are there, he feels nice, he feels right, but you can't quite put your finger on why.
And even the things like the environment effects or little stars shooting past in the background, it adds to everything. Or even just like when I first saw the smoke going into the vents, I was just like, wow, nobody would ever take the time to do that in another game. It's just those little things that make this very simple looking world. Like that star that just went by, like that's just so cool. I notice it, I feel it. It's not something that I'm actively thinking about, but like when I see those things flying by, I'm just like, wow, this place is alive. The clouds are moving, and
Do you notice that the clouds move backwards and forwards? Even the clouds are procedural. Each planet has a procedural wind strength. So sometimes you'll be on this planet. Yeah, sometimes you'll be on this planet and the clouds are just kind of mooching along real slow. But another time you'll come here and it'll be really windy and they'll be moving backwards and forwards really quickly.
I didn't notice that. That I didn't pick up on. Is there harmful rain? Is there some rain that's harmful to you, or?
No, I mean it's trivial for me to make it happen.
Yeah.
But I chose not to at this stage.
Thank you.
I might add it to a certain planet, but I think it's one of those things. It would be almost like making the shooting stars hurt you. It would be like unavoidable damage sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it, but I was curious because sometimes I see it looks like it's yellow rain, and I know that if there's yellow liquid, then typically it hurts you. So I wasn't sure.
Almost certainly, I'll add it, but I'll add it on a planet that just looks like everything's on fire or something, and it's like you can just see that the rain's gonna hurt you because it's like fluorescent green. And it's fizzing off the floor or something. Sure. Those visual cues are really important. And I think a planet like that would be fantastic. And what you do is you make a planet like that people avoid, but there's some secret, or not so much a secret, something that people with experience can go, well, if I can actually get down deep into that planet, it's so risky, but I'll get so many resources. So it's a skill-based thing. It's like the skilled players will actually go to that planet rather than the normal planets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jump to another planet, but I've managed to run out of fuel. I didn't find any fuel on my adventure here.
That's really problematic.
Yeah. Well,
Well, actually, you've got plenty in your jetpack.
Yeah, that's.
So it's probably worth thinking about just flying down to the planet in your jetpack, grabbing 2 fuel, and flying back up. Because if you fly your lander down there and it runs out of fuel, there's no way of getting it back.
Right.
It really needs refueling before it ever flies anywhere again.
Let's go to. Yeah. Let's go to.
So a nice asteroid, one of the smallest ones.
Let's go there.
Hopefully some fuel, and just go and just don't intend to bring any more than 2 back, because 3 you'll not be able to lift, but 2 you could lift back just with a jetpack, or even 1. Then it'll be really easy. Bring 1 back just to refuel your lander, and then take the lander down to grab the rest.
I don't have a whole lot of luck here. There's 1. I saw 1. But there's another one. Is there one closer though? And the spiders have landed. Let me see how much I've got in my ship here.
You had like about 20%.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
Really low. Like very dangerous to take it down to the planet.
Yeah. So we'll try.
So what are you going to try?
We're going to try it.
Okay.
Because
I'll tell you what. I think if you took that down to the planet, directly below you, so you just basically fell the lander to the planet, it's got more than enough to come back.
I'm too late.
Yeah.
Too late. We're going in on this.
And try to just fall down to the planet and run.
Yeah, just falling right now.
Conserve the fuel you've got. And then run as much as possible, because just going left or right uses jetpack.
Oh, that's why it was using it. Okay, I didn't know if I had control.
If you look at Bob, if you go close up, you'll actually see that he falls slower, and the back thruster on the jetpack activated just by pressing left and right. But it's like it gives you like a quarters upward thrust and sideways thrust at the same time.
Okay, it should be okay. If I can just bring.
Oh, you'll be more than okay. Just don't try and lift.
I'll get the two big ones.
I would just lift one up. I'd maybe pull 3 of them along the ground, so they're underneath your main ship.
Yeah.
But I would only really try and carry one up and refuel your lander, and then it'll easily carry the others. Because 2 is quite heavy for just Bob on his own.
And I'm gonna have to fend myself off from these replicons.
Well, that's another thing. If you're only pulling 1 crystal behind you, you can just jump over the spiders and stuff. If you're pulling 2 crystals behind you, it'll slow you down. You can get yourself in a mess.
Well, I still have plenty of jetpack fuel, so I'm gonna try to risk pulling them all. Oh, I've hurt myself on a wisp.
They're deceiving, aren't they? They just seem like they're sitting there doing... Oh, no, you just flew straight through it.
Yeah.
It didn't come to you.
Okay.
I never played Pixel Piracy. It seemed to be very popular, and I'm not sure whether it was popular because it was a good game or because they put it on Pirate Bay for free.
It was popular. It was a great concept. Great concept, almost good execution. Lots of bugs in the game. Not very well balanced. I think basically what happened, there was the dev actually he suffered some sort of health issue, and so he abandoned the game to focus on his health issue. And
you see that an awful lot with solo developers and small teams. Can you remember Limit Theory?
Never heard of it.
You didn't hear of it? He was like building this. It was another space game, space exploration. But he built his own engine, and it was beautiful. I mean, it's a stunning looking game. And he kickstarted it and got loads of backers, and he would produce a video once a month on his development.
Yeah.
But you could, and they were brilliant videos. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there as a developer thinking, okay, you've got this fantastic tech, and you're saying the game's out in 6 months, but you haven't got any content yet.
Yeah.
And I knew that he was 3 years away from finished, but he didn't know, because he thought, I'm building this procedural kind of content and development stuff, and that will just make the game itself, because it's procedural.
Right.
But having made a procedural game, I realized that it doesn't work like that. It takes just as long to make procedural content as it does to make handmade content. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh, this guy's gonna freak when he realizes that he's got no game. All he's got is an engine. And so after 3 years, and when all the money ran out, suddenly he went a bit mental. And just had to stop development. He just lost the plot completely. He said in an update about a year later what happened, and he had to go to lots of psychiatrists and stuff, but he got just so wrapped up in it that he couldn't see the wood for the trees, sort of thing.
Oh my goodness.
He's still apparently working on it, but I check back once every 6 months, and it's like no more update, and then there'll be an update, and he said, no, I'm still at it, but I think he did 3 years, ran out of money, and then it's like he just freaked out when he realized, oh my god, I've been deceiving myself for 3 years. I had no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with young developers, or I'm not really sure. But I meet a lot of young developers, and everything is so easy to them. They think that they can just knock everything out. It's going to be easy, and you know, the death is in the details. You've got to be able to deal with death. That's the thing about it. You know, you can't just come up with an outline in your head and say, I'm going to get from point A to point B very quickly. There's a lot of plots along the way that need to be considered, and some people just they can't outline that in their head. Put it
this way, I thought Neon Excesses would take 18 months.
That was your first time making a game, right?
Yeah, and it took 4 years. And I'd built all of the tech, and it was all running, and it was a procedurally generated game, and a year had gone by, and it's like, no, I must be fairly close. But then you play it, and you realize procedural content on its own isn't fun. It fleshes out a world to a certain extent, but then you need that handcrafted content in there to keep people interested. Otherwise, it's just like, well, everything I'm doing is random.
It's you know, it's a learning experience.
Fun. You know, if these planets were all random planets that were created on their own, they would have no life to them, because you wouldn't get those awkward little places that cause the problems that you run into. If the crystals and everything were completely random in their placement, that wouldn't be fun either. You know, the procedural content does take as long as the handcrafted content.
I see that you do
probably longer.
You do have challenge points in here, and I can tell that they're, well, I don't know, so like for instance, I'll see the steam the steam geysers is what I'll call them. But then, you know, they'll have spikes above them oftentimes. Is that procedural, or is that somewhat planned?
Okay, so the geysers, I put markers on planets where I want certain things to spawn within this area. So imagine there's a cave, and I'll put like a marker in the center of the cave, and then the code will fire out rays in a 360-degree arc if they can appear on any surface, or maybe it'll only fire a ray in a 180-degree arc if they can only appear on the ceiling.
Yep.
But then you have to go through all sorts of tests to make sure that position chosen is actually a good position for that thing. Because otherwise it might be sticking out the edge of a curved piece of the scenery or something. It needs to know that it can be fully buried in there.
Yeah.
And in the case of the geysers, they will only obviously spawn below these spawn points, but then they fire rays up onto the ceiling and then build procedural spikes into the ceiling where they fit, if you know what I mean. You'll not have a spike in an awkward place. So yes, it's procedural, but there's an awful lot of code running behind it. It takes an awful lot longer to code that up than it would be to do it manually. But the beauty of it is it's never in the same place twice. So the challenge is always going to be slightly different.
Thank you, Lizzie. Lizzie's telling me parts of my face are disappearing. It's the green screen going nuts.
Yeah. I just thought you were an alien.
It does look crazy. My eyes are, yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. This is gonna be our final run here. We're gonna see how far I can get in. Oof.
Well, you're gonna do it this time, aren't you?
I sure hope so. I mean, the bees.
Well, I mean, at least get to the jump gate, even if you don't get through it. If you don't beat the boss, at least get there.
The bees have decided to show up, so it's gonna be. I'm just gonna try to get this fuel over here. Looks like my stream is finally crapping out again.
That's good for me.
Is it good? Okay.
Yeah. It's been great all night.
Oh, beautiful. No
stuttering. I mean, sometimes. Oh, and then I just stuttered.
Yeah, I can see it.
Sometimes the frame rate feels like it's like 25, you know, rather than smooth. But
yeah.
Nothing like last time when it was just horrendous.
Whoops. So
yeah, getting back to the procedural content, it's like it's the crystals aren't completely random. They'll only appear in areas where I've marked that crystals can appear.
Except for the one time it showed up on my ship. That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, that one, there was one of these points just above the like, I don't know, maybe 20 meters above the surface of the planet, and so it could spawn crystals anywhere under that within like a 50-meter radius sort of thing.
And the
But
ship
it
just happened to be...
Yeah, your ship just so happened to have an orbit position that was just within range of it. So I thought, oh, well, that's the ceiling. I'll put some crystals there.
That's really great. Oh, fuck, bees. We're just gonna lead them away from the ship a little bit here. And then...
Kill the bastards. Kill them. Oh, in that game last night, my killer game, there was some stuff I wanted. I didn't know what it was, some fuel or something, just near a cave entrance.
Yeah.
And wasp dropships tend to spawn near cave entrances because that allows the wasps to go down into the caves and cause mayhem below. So this wasp dropship appeared while I'm trying to collect these crystals. So I just killed all 6 of the wasps. And the trick to wasps is stay above them. So as they come up towards you, you hit your boots. So it's generally fairly easy to kill wasps as long as you stay on the move above them, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So I kill all 6 wasps. But because I just killed all 6 wasps, the game went, oh, I've got space for some more wasps. So it just spawned another wasp dropship right in exactly the same place as before.
Oh, no.
So I kill those 6 wasps and it spawns another one in exactly the same place again.
So there was just...
I mean, it had the option of spawning in about 4 or 5 different places around the planet, but it just picked that one randomly 3 times in a row.
Jesus.
I was there fighting them for 10 minutes, but boy, the loot. You know, I upgraded so much crap from those guys.
And I'm gonna upgrade something. Oh, I got some loot from them as well that I can...
You're nearly dead.
Yeah, I gotta be careful.
Just be careful. You're nearly dead. I mean, you've got 30% life, but that can soon go.
Oh yeah, especially with me, the way I play.
So keep a lookout for wasps because they're about, or just listen for wasps.
We're just gonna hop in. We're on the way out. Let's get back to the ship, which happens to be on the other side of the planet.
Wasps will always make a sound when they see Bob, and if they're close enough,
they get sassy, huh? Some sassy wasps.
They've got a little sound that they go whip, 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 and that means I can see Bob.
Oh shit.
And then another one will go whip, 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 whip. That means I can see him too.
So they're calling out shots to each other.
Yeah, and they might go whip, 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 whip. And that means I'm nearly dead.
Can you record those sounds and really make those the wasp sounds?
But I don't know if you've heard the Rasks, but they're meaner. They go. But I've seen Bob.
I didn't hear them.
And the best ones of all are the drop ships. If you're next to a drop ship when it drops, they're really meaty and deep sounding things. And you very rarely hear it. So every time it happens, it freaks me out because I forget what it is. It's like I probably haven't heard it for 50 hours, and then suddenly I'm next to a drop ship.
I don't think I've heard that. I kind of have the game volume a little low so that I can hear you. So I haven't heard too much of the sounds. Oh fuck! Here comes a wasp. I better get out of this ship.
Him. Just get out of your ship and then salvage him.
I'm gonna shoot.
Your ship's nearly destroyed, so be super careful. Really close to destroyed.
I got this.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
I've got it on a string. I got a bee on a string. Let's go, buddy. Come on. We're going for a walk. Oh, fuck. I let him go. Oh, shit. Just fly up there.
Don't worry. You don't need to grapple him. Just have him chase you.
Got him.
He'll chase you all the way in.
Beautiful. Okay. So I got a bunch of resources.
Have you had Ilmenite yet?
No. I have to go check. I'll check after I heal myself here.
I don't remember Ilmenite in this game, but you've been playing for 36 minutes. It would be like, why haven't you got any Ilmenite?
I've just been fucking around. I might have gotten a little bit. We'll see.
I see you're low on jump fuel.
I have enough for the titanium suit.
Oh, nice.
So there we go. Titanium suit on
And
the
you've done
way.
a lot of wasps and stuff, and one of the first things that pops up of the higher tech stuff is the shock boots. That's usually the first thing that unlocks after the suits and stuff. If you've killed some wasps and stuff,
I
you'll
can
probably
get
be quite-
the shock boots. I just got the shock boots.
Okay, well, just remember you've got them, and now you can jump on stuff. So
Yeah.
if you're fighting wasps, just stay above them, and they'll fly towards you and kill themselves. And if you're fighting spiders, just stay above them, and they'll jump at you and kill themselves, or just land on them.
I have enough for the titanium lander as well. So it looks like I've picked up a couple of things here and there.
Yeah, we've been talking more than concentrating. You've just been playing on like remote control them.
Yeah, I haven't really been thinking.
Autopilot was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way, because if you're on autopilot, you're not going to do really stupid stuff. You're just going to do the basics. You
Give
nearly
me
have a
more
plasma
credit.
gun.
Give me more credit, Paul. I'm gonna find a way to fuck this up. Oh, look, I have no jump fuel.
Yeah, but you do have energy and fuel.
So let's go make some. I can make
Shock boots are great. I had those in the game for so long before I realized how effective they were. But then I realized, yeah, if there's 6 wasps, all I need to do is fly above them, and they'll just kill themselves trying to attack me.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna try to avoid it, will they? They'll just go for.
Yeah, they just head straight towards you. So as long as you're above them, most of the time they'll hit your boots first.
Huh.
And the
Okay.
same with spiders. I used to try and jump on spiders, but then you get into a mess, and it's just better to just hover above them and let them jump into you.
Okay. Well, the everything is getting kind of filled up with replicons, so we're gonna have to just focus on jump fuel at this point. I mean, we've got shock boots,
Yeah.
we've got armor, we've got
And you're literally just 5 minutes away from seeing rasks, which. But then again, you've got shock boots, and rasks are the same. If they want to jump at you, and as long as you're high above, they'll just jump into your boots.
I got a permanent upgrade, a potential permanent upgrade. Nothing else so far. A little bit of fuel over there. Ooh, two things of energy. So some fuel, some energy. So I
Have a
can
look
make
at-
more jump fuel.
Zoom in on Bob. Have a look at his boots.
Oh, those are nifty. Nifty looking boots. My man Bob is
He's got
styling
little
now.
spikes on his boots.
They look like some crystals. Got some crystal sneakers. Ooh. Oh fuck! There's the wasps. So we're just gonna try to get by.
Oh, here you go. But Dave's saying, chill for a second, me old mucker. Yep, Replicon Rask dropships just detected. Those things can suck my ...
Oh fuck! Here they come. Let me see if I can get the permanent upgrade first.
Okay, so if there's rasks around, the biggest trick is to be flying.
And then
Oh, they're
run
wasps.
the fuck away.
They're wasps. Just keep on the move if you see rasks, because they aim at you and then jump towards you. But if you're moving, they'll miss.
Yep.
If you're stood still, they'll hit you straight in the face.
Okay. I just want to collect these resources and get the fuck out.
But they hurt an awful lot.
I like their design. I think the design is it's intimidating. They're way more intimidating than the other things. You know, when
Yeah.
you look at that and you see it, you're like, oh fuck, business is about to go down right now.
Well, there's another enemy type that's even more intimidating.
Oh fuck. What
They
are
look
these?
like flying mechanical circular saws.
Okay. That's not good. I don't like
So
that.
imagine wasps, but they're circular saws.
Oh fuck,
And
I
you can
fucked up,
probably
Paul.
imagine.
I
Don't fuck
fucked up.
Well, rescue it. Just go home and repair.
Can't do that now. Gotta.
Yeah, the rasks were interesting little design when I was coming up with them.
So were you inspired by anything throughout the process, was there any inspiration for any of the creatures that you designed, or was it all
spiders and wasps?
Okay, I get fair enough. We're sitting here talking about spiders and wasps, and I'm like, so what inspired you to make spiders and wasps?